Time now to talk Wheelchair Rugby, and the first formal partnership between the national governing body for Wheelchair Rugby and Gloucester Rugby Club is being launched at the moment. There's a huge event going on. It's actually just now at the University of Gloucestershire's the Oxtal campus in Gloucester, and it's linking together the Uni, the Cherry and White, and the Great British team of Wheelchair Rugby as well, which of course did so well at London 2012. Kylie Grimes, one of the stars actually of London 2012, part of the Wheelchair Rugby team, has been talking to BBC Radio Gloucestershire's Nina Dasgupta how participation in Wheelchair Rugby has actually now been on the rise.
After London 2012, we've had quite a big increase in participants within Wheelchair Rugby. They believe it's a 30% rise.
30%?
Yeah.
I did watch a lot of it actually in the Olympics, and it just suddenly got massively popular, didn't it?
It did. You know, the tickets sold out really fast. It became one of the best events to go and watch, really. So the first time we were about to push out on court, the doors just opened and the crowd just absolutely roared. It was a sellout arena for us, so it was unbelievable, pushing out to between 10 and 12,000 people. It's something I'll never forget, and hopefully Rio will be just as big, but London being home games was an amazing experience.
Was there a lot more pressure on you because it was in London, did you feel?
I didn't feel the pressure. You know, you have to stay focused whatever sport you're doing. We're all training together. You kind of go in this little bubble, and you stay as a team, and you kind of forget about the outside world for a little while. So when we're training and then when we arrived, you stay together and you stay focused, really. So we didn't really feel the pressure so much. When you push out onto a court with all of those fans supporting you, you just want to embrace it, and you just, the adrenaline starts kicking in, and you just want to go out and play the best you can. So that's all we did, really. We finished 5th at London. It wasn't bad. We had a very young team. The team hadn't been together that long. So we were, we tried our best, and we came out with an okay result, but we're hoping to always move forward and hopefully break into the medals for the next one.
And you're hoping to get more team members maybe from Gloucester then?
Hopefully. We were always trying to get more people join. Great Britain's a pretty small country for Wheelchair Rugby, so it's always good to try and get more participants. So yeah, we've got a new club starting now in Gloucester, and they've got partnership with the rugby club and the University of Gloucester.
Right, okay.
So yeah, hopefully it will become another big club for us.
Is this the first partnership of the kind in the UK, or are there other clubs that are affiliated?
I think it's the first one of this kind, but there are a few similar things happening with other universities around the country.
OK, so you've obviously got men and women teams. Now, you said it's a 30% rise in the sport. Is that across the board for the men and the women teams?
It's a mixed team, so we're all together.
OK.
At the moment, there's only 2 females on the GB team.
Right, OK.
Across the country, we do have quite a few females now participating, which is great for us. But there still could be a lot more females. It tends to be very male-dominated because of the fierce aggressiveness of the sport, I think. Some, females really enjoy it, and others it's not for them. But I'm hoping, with me still being in the team and hopefully going on to Rio, that more females will take part.
Of course, you as a figurehead will mean that more women want to get involved, I would have thought, when they see more women taking part. Now, I want to know as well, what else do the organisations do? What else can they deliver across Gloucestershire?
For Gloucester at the moment, I think it's just developing this club and trying to make it as big as possible within this area for adults at the moment.
For adults at the moment.
Yeah.
So why did you choose Gloucester?
We've got clubs all over the country, and it was one area where they didn't really have a club, and so they've formed this partnership that's going to work together to try and develop the club to be big and successful, hopefully.
And how many training sessions are you looking to do if people do join the club? How's it going to work?
I'm not actually too sure about that, because I'm from London, obviously, but hopefully they'll hold training sessions every weekly. It depends on the club itself and how they want to run it. Some clubs do a few a week, some do 1 a week. But I'm not too sure about that.
That's okay. And when does this partnership, when is it launched?
It's being launched today. Between 1 and 3, we'll be heading down to the University of Gloucester, and so I will be there with Alan Ash, our captain, as well from GB, and we will be launching the club for them. So it should be starting from today onwards.
OK, and how are you going to launch it? What are you going to do today especially for it?
Well, we've got a few news crew coming down and a few other things going on. But hopefully we'll get in the chairs and some of the club members will be there, and we'll show people what it's all about, really.
Okay, can anyone come down today to come to the launch?
Yeah, I believe so. It's open to the public. All the details of the launch are on the website, GBWR website. So you can have a look up there for anything to do with the club and the launch today.
Okay, so the team's going to be launched from today. When are you hoping for your first match then?
They should be starting up, I think, later in the year. I'm not sure when they'll have clubs, but they'll probably be at the Nationals, I reckon, which is in May. But
Right.
again, all the details for the Gloucester club will be on the GBWR website.
And if people want to get involved in wheelchair rugby, how do they do it? How can they find you?
All the information's on the GBWR website, so they can look it up. They've got specific clubs, so you can just click on the club and they'll be able to find out all the information on there.
And I'm just on it now, actually. This is www.gbwr.org.uk. That there was Kylie Grimes, one of the stars of the London 2012 Wheelchair Rugby team for Team GB, speaking to Radio Gloucestershire's Nina Dasgupta. And it's a great site, lots of detail in terms of how it is you can get involved if you're looking to get into wheelchair rugby. And it is, if you've seen it on television, it's fast, it's quick, it can be brutal, but it's a great spectator sport to watch as well. The launch happening earlier on at the University of Gloucestershire. There are phone numbers as well if you'd like to contact them. The central office for GBWR is 020 8831 7645, 020 8831 7645, and of course more details there on the club being set up here in Gloucester.